Masquera say Maria Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zoom Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana kari kutanga kukuya panino channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana uchingwa karoka subscriber, don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasmele Zimbabwe tapigirai nyaya yanetsa nyaya rupisa nyaya buditswa nemai Zimbabwe.com mabuda vachitaura ivo vachiti power struggles within ZANU-PF ruling party they've now reached a boiling point. Apo tavakuda kusvika ku the party's annual conference iri kuitirwa kuBulawayo kutaura kwatiri kuita zviri kunzi ma-loyalists apresident Mnangagwa ari kuda kutry kuamenda the constitution kuti vaone vachi-extend his term beyond 2028. So his term iri kupera iri expire muna 2028 mune Zimbabwe. So this ambition iruzikanwa nonzi the 2030 agenda yakonza ma-deep divisions mubato reZANU-PF azvo zvaexposa factionalism reZimbabwe mubato reZANU-PF. The party irunzi is now deeply fractured mune Zimbabwe nekuda kwehondo dziri kubuda pachena. Ma-party insiders ari kutaura achiti this 2030 agenda yakonzeresa divisions party. So this constitutional amendment iri kusupportwa nezANU-PF youths pamwe chete the Women's League. Mune Zimbabwe nofunga takaona John Paradza vachitaura ivo vachiti is going to make sure kuti Mnangagwa vapinda muna 2030 zvinzi mayouth ari kukurudzirwa kunzi vaonekwa vachisapota Mnangagwa in exchange for empowerment. Zvakare pane move rakaitikawo recently Reshuffle kwecabinet apo pakaonekwa Frederick Shava vachiswapa from foreign affairs to education. Zvafuyela ma-speculations zvinzi plan B yapresident Emerson Mnangagwa mune Zimbabwe zvinzi kana third term bid yavo ikafoira iwanzi vaFrederick Shava kuti vaonekwe vachivareplace as the president. Tisaziye kuti munoona sei nyaya iyi nyaya yakabuditswa nemai Zimbabwe vachitaura ivo vachiti a simmering power struggle within ZANU-PF ruling party is reaching a boiling point as the party's annual conference in Bulawayo looms. At the heart of the turmoil is a controversial plot by President Emerson Mnangagwa loyalists to amend the constitution and extend his term beyond 2028. The year his current term expires according to the existing constitutional framework. This ambition, known as the 2030 agenda, is causing deep divisions within the party, exposing existing factionalism and raising questions about the future of Zimbabwean politics. The party is deeply fractured with internal strife, evident even before the conference. Party insiders report significant problems repeatedly arising during the recent cell restructuring exercise, highlighting the underlying tensions and disagreements. While Mnangagwa has publicly stated his intentions to retire in 2028 as stipulated by the constitution, his loyalists continue to actively promote the 2030 agenda, seeking to circumvent the constitutional limitations on presidential terms. The push for a constitutional amendment has found support primarily within ZANU-PF Youth and Women's League. However, it lacks backing from key groups such as the Army and War Veterans, creating a stark division within the party's power structure. Sources within the party reveals that the Youth League is being actively mobilized to formally propose the constitutional amendments, with ZANU-PF Deputy Youth Secretary John Paradza playing a prominent role. He has been crisscrossing the country, pushing the 2030 agenda, promising empowerment in return for supporting the constitutional amendment, revealed a party member, shedding light on the tactics employed to garner support for the controversial plan. This assertion is further supported by a recent meeting of ZANU-PF youths at the Dadaya Youth Training Camp in Reshuffle, where they pledged support for the 2030 agenda and received empowerment starter packs. However, Paradza denies any political motivation behind the meeting, claiming it was solely an initiative organized by the Youth Empowerment Ministry. Minister Noda Machekaire corroborated this, emphasizing the meeting's focus on youth empowerment and unity within the ZANU-PF family. We gathered there to empower the youth from across the country, giving them starter packs to start businesses in various fields. Machekaire stated, "My message to to the youth was that they need to be disciplined and be united as the ZANU-PF family. Despite these denials, the timing of the meeting days before the annual conference has raised eyebrows among observers, adding to the complexity a shadowy ZANU-PF group, the General Chiwenga Voluntary Supporters Association, which claims to represent military veterans, women's associations and youth associations, has publicly criticized Paradza, accusing him of orchestrating the Dadaya meeting and promoting an ill-conceived gathering. Their arrogant declaration that President Mnangagwa will remain in power until 2030 is not only a blatant affront to the democratic processes within our nation, but also a direct attack on the legitimacy and standing of Vice President General Chiwenga. The group stated in a strongly worded statement, Paradza in this Dadaya faction represents a minority desperate to cling to power through undemocratic means, and their confrontational rhetoric is nothing more than an act of cowardice. The 2030 campaign is widely seen as an attempt to sideline Vice President Constantino Chiwenga in the succession race, a view reinforced by Chiwenga's conspicuous absence from any public pronouncements supporting the 2030 slogan. The ZANU-PF Youth League's historical role in shaping the party's agenda is significant, recalling their pivotal role in supporting Robert Mugabe's continued rule despite his declining health. Adding another layer of complexity, Midlands and Masvingo provincial structures are reportedly planning protests against a known critic of President Emerson Mnangagwa, suspended children of War Veterans Association of Zimbabwe leader Munyarazi Shoko for his outspoken opposition to the 2030 agenda. A ZANU-PF member in Midlands, Chaplain Chirume, confirmed these plans, stating, "We are against those attacking our president and our party. Our leader is President Emerson Mnangagwa until 2030. That is when we are going to start to talk about succession." Meanwhile, President Mnangagwa's recent cabinet reshuffle, swapping Frederick Shara from foreign affairs to education, has fueled speculations about the plan B should his third-term bid fail. Award-winning investigative journalist Hopo Chingono, in a Facebook post, suggested that this move is part of Mnangagwa's strategy to prepare Shaba for a potential leadership role if the 2030 agenda fails. Many people have been asking me why Zimbabwe tyrant Emerson Mnangagwa swapped Frederick Shaba with Aaron Murwira, moving Shaba from foreign affairs to education. I didn't know either, but after some investigation, the common thread emerging is that Mnangagwa is preparing for the possibility that if he doesn't secure a third term, he would prefer someone other than his vice president to take over, just as Robert Mugabe was prepared to have someone other than his deputy Mnangagwa succeeding. The idea behind moving Shaba from foreign affairs, which requires extensive travel, is so that he can focus on domestic issues in preparation for that potential bid. Should Mnangagwa's third-term bid fail, Mnangagwa and Shaba are the only cabinet ministers from the 1980s still active in politics today and in cabinet. Shaba carries the baggage of the Willowville scandal, but that pales in the comparison to the deep corruption in Zimbabwe today. The Willowville scandal, also known as the Willowgate scandal, was a significant event in Zimbabwe's political history that occurred in the late 1980s. It involved high-ranking government officials, including Frederick Shaba, who was a minister, who were implicated in corrupt activities related to the illegal resale of vehicles. The scandal resulted in resignations of 5 members of President Robert Mugabe's cabinet. One of them, Maurice Nyagumbo, committed suicide, Chingono wrote. This highlights the intense pressure and uncertainty surrounding the succession battle within ZANU-PF. The upcoming conference promises to be a pivotal moment, potentially shaping the political landscape of Zimbabwe for years to come. ZANU-PF Director of Information, Farai Marapira, while acknowledging the ongoing discussions within provincial structures, remained non-committal regarding the 2030 agenda, stating that it is the right of every party member to have an opinion. That's the vibrancy of democracy. That's the whole issue about democracy. That's the vibrancy of ZANU-PF democracy alive in ZANU-PF, he said. Another senior party member predicted the usual rhetoric surrounding the 2030 agenda, suggesting that open challenges to Mnangagwa or his policies are unlikely given the distance to the next elective Congress. If anyone dares to spring any surprises, they are likely to be sabotaged and neutralized before we get to 2027, the member warned. And when yakabuditswa na Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe tinazoti nina sinyai itudzezva muri kufunga pamusoro penyaya comment section kuti who is going to succeed President Emerson Mnangagwa.